Hi, I welcome you back. We are covering the second compound, which is benzene hexachloride. It is the second compound in the series. Previously, we have discussed DDT. So, right now, let us begin with BHC. BHC stands for benzene hexachloride, and there are many names for this compound. One is lindane, the other is gamma hexachlorocyclohexane, so written as gamma HCH, gamaxine, gamalene, and it is incorrectly called benzene hexachloride. Now this name benzene hexachloride is actually an incorrect name. Somebody in the earlier times named this molecule as benzene hexachloride, but you can see that there is no benzene here. So how can this compound be benzene hexachloride? Because benzene was gaining so popularity in earlier times that people simply called it as derivative of benzene, so called it benzene hexachloride. Because in fact it is prepared from benzene by reacting benzene with chlorine, so people simply called it benzene hexachloride. But I want you to pay attention that this name is actually an incorrect name. The actual name is gamma hexachlorocyclohexane. This is the actual name for it. And in fact this is not just a simple one molecule, it is a family of molecules. You can see that all of these structures are benzene hexachloride, and what is of our use is gamma BHC is one compound out of the 8 compounds. So this is the compound that we use, which is gamma BHC, but it is a family of 8 molecules. If you take the name BHC, it's a family of big name, and you have to specify that you are talking about gamma BHC. I don't want you to remember the structure at this point of time. I will make you memorize this particular structure. So you can see that it has cyclohexane ring in the center, and there are 4 chlorine atoms which are attached to the thick bond, which is a wedge bond. So wedge bond are generally thicker, are drawn as thick bonds, and there are 2 different types of bonds which are called the dash bonds. So the meaning of these 2 bonds is that these 4 chlorines are coming outside the plane towards the viewer, and with these 2 dash bonds, you can say the chlorine atoms are going below the plane or maybe going away from the viewer. So these are actually the 3D representations of the molecule. That wedge and the dash representations are used to inculcate 3D properties into the 2D structure. So I want you to pay attention to it, that you have to draw 4 chlorine groups on the wedge bond and you have to draw 2 chlorine on the dash bond. Now, like DDT, it was also used as agricultural insecticide, and it still find application as pharmaceutical treatment for lice and scabies. So lice and scabies are the small insects that infect the skin, usually the hair, at the hair part of the head. So small insects, as it is insecticide, so it is used as the pharmaceutical treatment for these particular problems. I've already told you that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. So all 6 positions, hexachlorocyclohexane. So cyclohexane is important. It is not benzene, but it is cyclohexane. So pay attention to it. It has nothing to do with benzene. It is cyclohexane. Okay. You can also memorize the molecular formula very easily. So there are 6 carbons, 6 hydrogens and 6 chlorines. There are 6 hydrogens also which are not shown, but those are there. In physical properties, if you see, it's a white compound which is crystalline solid, have no solubility in water but have solubility in organic solvents, particularly the halogenated solvents like chloroform. Chloroform also has chlorine, so this also has chlorine, so it is very well soluble in chloroform, and it is also very less soluble in alcoholic solvents such as methanol and ethanol. Okay. Let us move to the method of preparation. So this is prepared from benzene. So if you react benzene with chlorine, and this is being done in the presence of light, because we have also seen reaction of benzene with chlorine in presence of Lewis acid. So in that case it was electrophilic substitution reaction, that chlorine atom was simply replacing one of the hydrogens of benzene. So in this case it was electrophilic substitution reaction. But if you come back to this particular reaction, we are doing this reaction in the presence of light. So in this case, this reaction is not electrophilic substitution reaction, but instead it is radical addition across the double bonds. So the 3 double bonds of benzene are getting consumed and the chlorine atom are getting attached to each carbon of the benzene ring. So this molecule is wrongly named as benzene hexachloride, but we have to refer it as benzene hexachloride as it is propagated to be called with this name. The other names are definitely lindane and other things that I have already shown you. And when we talk about its isomerism, then we refer to gamma isomer only. So BHC has many isomers and we want the gamma isomer is of our prime interest. As I have already told you that the use of BHC is insecticide and pesticide. It is also used to treat food crops, forestry products such as seed treatment. So if you treat any seed with BHC and you put it in the soil, the seed has higher chances of getting converted to the plant because it has protection against the insects and other things. It is also used for the protection of livestock and pets. So these are the animals which can be sprayed with BHC in order to keep them insect free. So you can see that the animals are getting sprayed with BHC. But this thing is also banned now. BHC got banned in the year 2009. In year 2004, DDT got banned and BHC got the same fate in the year 2009. Because this BHC compound is carcinogenic, it causes cancer to humans as well as the animals. So that is why it was banned. You can see that it finds application as the insecticide in agricultural use, but again it is banned. Only it is used as a pharmaceutical treatment in a very small quantity for the treatment of lice and scabies. It is used as pharmaceutical treatment in the form of shampoo and lotions. You can see there are some pharmaceutical products like this one is a lotion that can be used to treat insect infections of human skin and other places. Side effects include it was found to be a carcinogen. It can cause cancer among humans as well as the animals. The types of cancer are the liver cancer, the kidney cancer and the thyroid cancer. So it deserved the fate that in year 2009 it was banned. So that's it for the compound BHC. In the next video we are going to cover one more compound which is saccharine. So if you like sweet things, I'm sure you are going to love the topic of saccharine.